me, you have a lot of old baggy t-shirts that you don't even wear anymore. So let's make them useful again and make them into cute workout shirts. First thing you're going to need is some baggy old t-shirts, of course. Now, the bigger t-shirts you have, the better results you're going to get, because sometimes if a shirt is too short or too tight, it might look funny when you start cutting it up. But of course, if you want a crop top, more power to you. Next thing you're going to need, some fabric scissors to cut up your shirts, of course. And lastly, and this one is optional, some string to add more of a defined look to your sleeves. So, let's get started. Alright guys, to start out we're going to lay out our t-shirt as smooth as possible to make sure all our cuts are clean and precise. When we start cutting, we're going to start by cutting off the sleeves and the collar on the inside of the seam. Now for the sleeves we're going to make almost a C shape, and depending on how big you want your armhole to be, we're going to be cutting an inch or two below the armpit seam. For the collar, I'm going to start out by cutting very close right below the collar seam to make sure I get a clean look, and then I'm going to go back and make it deeper for a more casual, girly, open look. So, let's get started. Alright guys, so as you can see, I cut off both arm sleeve and the collar, and I did make the collar a bit deeper than the back side, and I did end up going back and cutting a little more off the inseam of the straps because I think I like my tank top straps a bit thinner than more chunky. Now we're just going to put our straps together and lay our shirt out on its side, and we're going to make sure that the bottom hem of the shirt is completely lined up with one another. Now this step is optional, but we are going to make a high-low look with our tank top by cutting a couple inches up from the front and gradually going down back towards the end seam of the tank top.
I should know how to make love to something innocent without leaving.
So now I'm going to take my t-shirt and lay it back out on its front, and I'm going to take my string and cut two pieces about this long, and I'm just going to tie two bows at the top of my sleeves. Again, this step is completely optional. You do not have to do this if you don't want it. And you can just leave your tank top as is. And there you are. That is one option to make a cute workout shirt out of an old baggy t-shirt. Alright guys, we're going to do the same exact thing with this t-shirt, but we're going to do something really cool with the back this time. So, let's do it!
L-O-V is just another word I never learned to pronounce. How do I say I'm sorry, 'cause the word is never gonna come out. Now L-O-V is just another word I never learned to pronounce. Tight jeans, double D's, making me go. All the people on the street know
tank top the way we did the first one, but we're going to make this one into a racer back. We're going to start by cutting a deep V into the back, and we're going to start about mid-range where the collar and the strap are, and we're going to go down about to mid-cuff range. So let's get started.
I think I should know how to make love to something innocent without leaving my fingerprints out.
So as you can see, we've made our deep V in the back, and now I'm just going to go in and make the back strap a little thinner than it already is by taking off just a little more out of the inside V.
L-O-V is just another word I never learned to pronounce.
Alright everyone, now that we've made our back straps thinner, I've just taken my tank top and laid it out on its slide and put the straps together. Now, I hope you saved this bottom hem piece because that is what we're going to use for the tie around the straps that's going to make it a racer back. Now I'm just going to cut. Anywhere in the loop is fine. I'm just going to cut and make it into a long strand, and I'm going to start by starting at the bottom of where my deep V is and tie a knot really tight so it won't be coming out in the wash. And now I'm going to start making wraps around the arms, almost a little below where the top seams in your straps are going to be.
Do I say I'm sorry 'cause the word is never gonna come out? Now, L-O-V is just another word I never learned to pronounce. Push it baby, out of control. I got my gun cocked tight.
When you reach the top of your tank top, you're going to want to tie a couple knots to make sure the wrapping never comes out. And now you have a nice racer back tank top to work out in.
Oh, I just wanna take you anywhere that you like.